On today's show, we've got some ponies to talk about. That is right, the new 2024 Ford Mustang. There's some big news that happened today that you're going to want to know about. But first, if you're new to my channel, my name is David Boyd. I'm an auto journalist here, and I love all things that go zoomy zoomy. You can go around corners, straightaways. I like to go fast, and I think this car is going to help fill that need there. So let's bring this up. This comes to us from Ford Authority, and the 2024 Ford production has begun. That is right. Pretty big news. This didn't seem to take as long as other vehicles have. Now, there is not, I won't say the take rate like for Bronco, the take rate isn't been what that was, or, F-150. So, they sell 20 to 30,000, if I remember right, a year of these vehicles. So it's not like a super high volume vehicle, but still we're kind of coming out of that whole pandemic thing where parts and stuff can be a kind of a hassle. And I would say Ford's had enough time to within development of this. It was still in development right when the pandemic hit. So I have a feeling that all their ducks are quacking in a row. They're doing what they're supposed to. So let's get into this. And as always, I will put a link to the story if you want to read it yourself after the fact. I will put a link from Ford Authority there. So it says, we've been waiting some time for the arrival of the all-new S650 Ford Mustang prior to its debut last September. That is right. Ford debuted this thing. They had a big display, and our buddies over at Driven Wild Outdoors were there, and I know a few of my auto journalist friends were there, and even Allie Dubois, who is on our Bronco show, she was attending this and just was freaking out about this. Now, me and Kelly got to see this car at the Chicago Auto Show. We sat in a little convertible, GT convertible like that. And Kelly didn't know at the time. I was comparing a few cars that I actually wanted for the channel, and this one out. I was looking at this or the new Nissan Z, and the idea of a V8 it won out for me. So sorry, Z, maybe next time. But this car is going to be pretty epic, and I think it's going to be epic for one big reason. I think this is the last V8 Mustang that we will see. Now, when I say that, they will do variations on this. I don't want you to think like this is, if you don't get the GT or the Dark Horse, Dave said, hey, they're not going to build anymore. No, they're going to do a GT 500. Shelby's going to get involved, and there'll be all kinds of special edition in this. But I do believe that this in 2024 will be the last kind of, here is the last hurrah of this. And after this, we're going to look at either probably a hybrid system, because I still don't think EV is ready for prime time with every car. I think there's a place for EV cars, but I don't think it's with our sports cars just yet. But I think you will see in the next one be like a hybrid V6 or maybe a hybrid 4-cylinder of some sort. That's still going to put out massive horsepower, and everybody still kind of get they enjoy it. Now, the cool thing with this is you can still get a manual transmission, though the one I ordered sadly didn't get the manual. Kelly can drive manual, but sometimes she rides the clutch a little bit. And the idea of putting a brand new clutch into a couple-month-old vehicle was not for me. So we went with the GT Performance, and I'm pretty freaking excited by that. Now, I will put a link above if you want to check out what we bought or what we're buying and our build and price of it. But it says production here. So 2024 Ford Mustang production started today, May 1st, at Flat Rock. And Flat Rock is pretty cool because if you're driving up through Michigan, you see it. You can't miss Flat Rock there. If you're driving up, it'll be on your left-hand side. And I've been in that town a little bit, and a lot of cool pride knowing that that's where our car is being built. And I don't care whatever you like, imports or whatever. It's always fun to just drive by a plant and see, like, yeah, man, my car was built there. We go to the Bronco events up north. We always stop by a map there, and I just drive by, see what's going on out there. And so it is kind of fun pride to know that, hey, driving up there, even though I'm from Ohio, so battle lines have been drawn, I still like the fact that I can go, hey, that's where my Mustang was built. So in the comments below, I'm kind of curious, did you order a Mustang, and are you excited by this? Now, I want to get this out of the way as well. Just because production has started, that doesn't mean they're cranking out 700 of them a day. Now, what you usually see is VIPs and everything like that get their first order. They're doing press fleet. They're getting what they need to for launch, and it's better for you to wait maybe an extra few weeks before you would get one, because they're still working out little quality bugs. There'll be little things that happen. Now they've built enough of these that I will say they know what they're doing, so don't ever think like, well, they don't know how to build these or they don't have the parts. No, when it goes down the assembly line, those parts are ready to be put on that car, and they don't start assembly line unless they have all the parts. So I've read a few things in the forums where people are talking about, well, I've noticed that there's a high GT take rate. Well, no, there's a high GT take rate because the Dark Horse, for one, every dealership only got a handful of allocations, if that. So not everybody's going to be rocking the new Dark Horse, but we wanted the GT. I think that's the best value, and best value for me was the GT Performance. I wanted the active exhaust, and I wanted all the fun that the Performance is going to offer me. So I'm curious, where are you guys at with this? Are you excited by the new Ford Mustang making its actual production debut now? So in the comments below, let me know what you think about this. So whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheal drive, or this Mustang, you're damn right I'm going to be driving in the next couple months. It's been your All-Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.